Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. This is how you go all out with the special effects, but also how you lose some of the humanity. Invasion of the Astro monster. Released in 1965, this is the 6th installment in the long-running Godzilla franchise. It is also the 5th one directed by Ishiro Honda. The plot. A plan has been concocted by a race of aliens. They are a bit obvious in approach, but are nevertheless successful in what they have to set out to do. And now 3 monsters are destroying Japan. Now it's up to 2 astronauts, a toy inventor, and an alien woman, who is willing to put her life in jeopardy to save planet Earth. It's a ridiculous plot and reason as to why there is a hidden planet, and how the monsters end up fighting, for the first time at least, but hey, that's what makes it so much fun. It's also a plot that has been done many a time in this long-running franchise. However, this is the first time we actually get to see the aliens taking over, or trying to take over, Earth, or Japan. The last one, they were kind of like this hidden presence. It was used all the way up until Godzilla Final Wars. Wow.
A happy moment.
Needless to say, Godzilla 6 is positively loony, like an American wearing a cowboy hat reviewing a Japanese kaiju film. It's got a great charm to it that is consistent throughout. Everything from the quirky characters, models, and sets, as well as the miniatures and the music, really all come together to give this film an undeniable charm.
Men can always be so unreasonable.
For the characters, we have Glenn Elmer, played by Nick Adams, who died at the age of 36. He was also in Frankenstein vs. Baragon and Die Monster Die. He is the rugged American hero. How do you do?
Beauty is more than skin deep.
What? He is there to provide exposition as well as be diversity in this monster movie. Fuji, played by Akira Takarada, who has been in a ton of kaiju films, mainly Godzilla, throughout the years, is the other astronaut who aids Glenn and vice versa. They always bicker and argue like an old married couple.
It's necessary in everyday life.
You're fighting me. You always agree with the girls.
Not to mention Fuji is a controlling sibling to his sister Haruno. She is in love with Tetsuo Terry, played by Akira Kubo, who is a children's toy inventor. He has this device that, well, just listen. You're welcome.
Tell me, how far away could you hear it?
Anyway, Miss Namikawa, played by Kumi Mizuno, is a secret member of the alien race known as the Zillions. It's spelled with an X, but said like a xylophone. She falls madly in love with Glenn, and is willing to sacrifice herself for him. It's all rather quick. I mean, she even brings up marriage. Slow down there, babe. Speaking of the Zillions, their home planet, Planet X, who has a leader played by Yoshio Teshuya, who was an actor who did not care what role he played in. He felt they were all worthy of his time. Anyway, the commander of Planet X is rather one note, kind of monotone. Everything just seems kind of bland, even all the women look the same. I will say, this time around, the characters are way more memorable. They're probably the best since the original, if I'm being honest. The monsters in this movie are not given too many human traits, but Godzilla has some moves. For the gore, the effects, again, there is rarely any gore in these kind of movies. Just fun. I mean, gore can be fun, but it's not in a kaiju film, come on now. The actors inside of the suits, namely Haruo Nakajima as Godzilla, are just full of energy, and it makes the suits seem to come to life. I love the effects and all the other stuff. Everything from Planet X to the space surrounding it, which had a nice transition to an actual restaurant wall. They were becoming self-aware at this point, transitioning from an obvious set to an obvious set. Also, the little figurines acting as Fuji and Glenn exiting the ship are just chef's kiss. The effects are not actually half bad for this time period. The blue screen, I don't think there was much, wasn't too obvious, at least when it was used. For the motion picture soundtrack, Akira Ifukube returns, and he brings more sci-fi elements that were just hinted at in HYDRA the Three-Headed Monsters score. He would come to use this whimsical stuff a lot in the 60s. Here, though, he seems to fuse his musicianship with sci-fi themes, and it works wonders. It's cheesy, whimsical, and kinda spooky in all the right ways. Overall, this is one of the classics for a reason. It's got a flawed yet engaging storyline, the right amount of characters that are actually memorable, and also they don't make up the cast so much that it's bloated. And we get to have about as much fun as monsters jumping up and down and dancing in monster suits. The 60s. However, if you are not interested in the story, you will get bored. Especially because the monster fights, all two of them, are not close enough together. There is a lot of filler, but that's to be expected around this time. But I still love it. That's going to do it for this video, guys. You've been watching Shark House Entertainment, and I have been your host, Brian Gatto. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page. Also hits that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always, subscribe. I'll get it right one of these days. I'll sound just like Godzilla.